Hello folks, and welcome to episode 2 of Going Green. Last episode we tested out some interesting technology with rocket-powered planes and some interesting designs in reusable rocketry. We managed to get ourselves up out of the atmosphere with a reusable rocket, and sadly Jeb sacrificed his life to be able to test out one of the first reusable rockets ever. So we're gonna launch Valentina in the Wasp, which is a experimental craft containing experimental parts. We're using some interesting new design of wheels that have been given to us, some landing gear for testing. We were just going to stick it out onto the launch pad and test out its load capabilities and whatnot, but we decided that we trust the engineers to a certain degree, and that we do need some powerful wheels to be able to fly this new experimental craft that we have. So, we decided to stick these new wheels onto the Wasp, which is a hybrid rocket and liquid fuel plane. It takes its engines and it pushes it up to a high altitude before firing the rocket, hopefully allowing us to gain a decent amount of altitude and maybe not proceed out of the atmosphere, but certainly get high enough to be interesting. Okay, so we take the Wasp, this new experimental craft with the new strange wheels, and we roll it off the runway, trying to pick up speed. We let the engines spool up and give us the full amount of thrust that we need, and we just go for it. Once we hit the right amount of speed, we try to pull up, trying to get this plane off the ground, but it just isn't working. Something is not working here, and so we decide enough is enough. We've got to bail out. We've got to ditch out. This isn't gonna work. So we hit staging, and everything goes wrong. But I'll let old me tell you how he felt about that. Damn those bloody engineers. I knew they were good for nothing. Someone is getting fired. In fact, no, I'm firing the entire team. I'm firing the whole entire bloody engineering team. They're all gone. They can go find themselves a job in Kmart. They can go and bloody wander the earth for all I care. I am getting a new engineering team, a new science team. I'm not losing any more bloody Kerbals because of bad engineering. Damn it! I am sick of this. I am absolutely bloody sick of having my engineering team fail on me, give me crappy experimental wheels, and saying, yeah, they're fine, you can just test them out, they'll work fine. No, they bloody well did not work fine. I couldn't lift off, the bloody wheels were too sticky. Damn it! This is gonna take an absolute ton of our funds as well, buying a new pilot. I mean, seriously, guys. She's kind of stupid and courageous. I like her. Let's go for her. Damn it. Sibel, you have just signed away all your rights, and you're going to be part of the space program. You may or may not die within the first few launches. Bloody hell. Okay, so Bill has walked out to the launch pad. We've decided that because of recent events, we're going to take it easy and we're going to start testing our equipment. So the first thing we're going to test here really is the LV-T45 swivel engine. It's a liquid fuel engine, and it's really going to be the workhorse of most of our early game rockets that we're building. It's got gimbaling, which is going to really allow us to have precision landing, which is important with reusable craft. But we need to kind of test out. We want to make sure that this rocket is going to perform nominally, that it doesn't have any major design flaws. This test is really going to be about ensuring the engine works, because recently we've had a lot of failures, and we just don't want to repeat those failures because we haven't tested our engines. So this little test stand has been set up, and Bob has come in and is sitting in the thing. He can look out of his window to have a visual confirmation of all of our data that we receive, and then he can come back and report those findings, allowing us to report them to the manufacturer, perhaps even improving the engine, and allowing us a little bit of funds for performing the test. And there we go, we have burnout. So we can come out here. We've successfully tested the engine. We know it works properly. Well done. We can recover this vessel. Bill will come back inside and tell the engineers his findings, bring in reports and data of all sorts, and we'll be able to tell the manufacturer of the engine that it works fine, and they'll be able to give us some money for making sure that it works fine. We're also going to test out this, which is an LV10 test. We were going to test this on our experimental craft, the one that took Valentina's life. But we didn't get a chance, unfortunately. So we're testing it. No, we're testing its load-bearing capabilities and all that good stuff. All is well. We can run the test. We've ran the test, and it works. And it works fine. It works totally fine. Bill is happy with his findings. We've got 3 full fuel tanks per wheel pair. So that's 1.5 fuel tanks per wheel. We've also got some, just in case the wheels fail, kind of girders here. So, but it works fine. So we can recover this as well. We'll do this as well. We can fly out there and take some things. These guys are wanting to go on a suborbital space flight, which means we have to get out the atmosphere. And really, our rockets are so experimental at the moment, I'm not going to trust them to take tourists or VIPs to space, really. Which is a sad thing, but alas, it is the way it is. I just don't want to risk their lives. We've lost too many astronauts at the moment. So we have to perform these visual surveys, and we need to test this landed at Kerbin. So let's just quickly test that then. This is performing well. Okay. We can recover that. As a good test. I liked it. Very nice test. Well, we'll get off the planet eventually. And that is the goal. Here. Try to get to orbit. It's easy enough to do it when you don't really care how you do it. Like, if you don't mind throwing things into the ocean and, you know, killing a few Kerbals, then it's usually fine. Doesn't really matter, you know? But when you want to recover the whole bloody craft, it becomes so much harder. So, moment of truth. Come on, come on, come on. Bloody come on. Do this. Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Ah, crap. We're gonna die. We're so gonna die. Ho! Ho ho! Ho ho! Ho! Ho ho! Ho ho! Ho! Right, that didn't work, but we our parachute worked. That is something. And we can get back some of our stuff. Bollocks. Okay. The Mark, what is this, 3 at this point? We really need to... I think we just didn't have the pitch authority. I think it's because I made this damn thing too small. So, to combat it, we're going to make it big again. And oh, if that's not going to work, I swear. I think this time, instead of going that way, we're going to head out in this direction. It'll give us more space. There we go. That's what we needed. That is what we needed. So we have to go over to this direction. Okay. So let's just fly over there, do our thing, and come back. This isn't like a massive thing. I just want it to do it and then return. Yay, we're in Fruitops Abyss. So we can do a crew report. You can take that. And we can turn ourselves around. Okay, so we've just sent out the bee. We've just recovered the bee, is what we've just done. So, the trick now is going to be finding something to do that pays. We definitely were able to do that in our reusable rocket. But I just really don't want to send someone up in a reusable rocket again. Not until we've got not until we can do extended testing with it. I'm just really hesitant to do a reusable rocket again. We've lost after we lost Jebediah, and after that absolutely horrifyingly thrilling test flight with Valentina, I'm just not comfortable flying a reusable rocket. Not until we either get robotics or until we are able to hold retrograde. So we're going to have to find a better way to get into space, really. Or at least a safer way to return from... Like, the actual getting into space isn't the hard part. The hard part is bringing things back from space. And that's where the real kind of danger is. And that's why this is proving to be so difficult. We have to test this at the launch site. And fly over to the Engineer's Gap. So let's test this at the launch site first. This strange new technology has been given to us by our engineers. Our new engineers, may I add, the ones that we hired in after we fired all the old ones. And these guys have given us some interesting things, like this launch clamp effect, which kind of looks interesting. I love how our third pilot, like the one we hired in that's not part of the original crew, has more experience than Bill or Bob. Okay, so the trick here is going to be setting the staging so that we don't have to worry about one of them falling. So, there we go. We're successful. There we go, we've tested that. Now we need to fly over somewhere. Where is this place that I said I'd go to? I didn't even look at where it was. I was just like, yeah, I can go there. That's fine. What is this? Oh, there are two places I can go to. Airman's Curiosity and... See, that's the place I'm going to. But if I'm going over that way, let's see. Can I accept that contract as well? If I'm flying over there, you know, I might as well take on a few contracts that involve me flying around. Perform visual surveys of Kerbin. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted. I'll take it. So, now what we have to do is go back, look at our design, make sure our design is going to work, because I don't want to risk this. Subel gets into the Bee, a craft that has been tested and proven to be reliable. It has been flown to the northern pole of Kerbin and to the deserts in the same flight. It has been this is the craft that has been flown by great heroes such as Jebediah Kerman, Valentina Kerman, and now the third in the series of pilots that has decided to take on this aircraft is Subel Kerman. We're gonna gain altitude and we're just gonna fly over there. Oh, that says take a crew report above 18,000 meters. Ah, that's not good. No. Bollocks. It's a 5-year thing. I'm sure in 5 years' time we'll sort it out. I'm not sure the agency will be very happy with us waiting 5 years to do it, but and I think we're gonna have to really manage our contracts better. I didn't see that. I thought it said below 18,000. Crap. There we go. So if we do a little crew report, there we go. Contract complete. We can just do that, and bada bing, bada boom. Done. Completio. Finished. We're coming in. I think it's time to deploy that parachute. Oh, I've just had an idea. If we can get the Wasp working, if we can actually get the Wasp working, we can definitely get up to 18 kilometers, above 18 kilometers even, in the Wasp. No, the Wasp would work perfectly for that. If only we could get the Wasp working, though. See, the thing is, I could very well go out and test this right now. But if it fails, and if I can't save the pilot, that pilot will be dead. And they are not coming back. And that is not something I want to go through again. You know? So I don't want to have to put myself through that. The whole, oh no, the pilot's dead again because you've built a bloody stupid rocket is what you've done. You know, I don't want to have to, I really just don't want to have to do that. Long story short. But I also really need to get this working. Because if I don't get it working, then we're also kind of screwed. Well, not screwed, but this is the next big step. This is the leap we need to make. You know? This is if we can't get this working, we're never going to be able to get to space because we just won't be able to reach altitudes that we need to. Without this craft, we are royally screwed. And I don't want to be royally screwed. That's not something that I'm kind of looking for. You know what it'll be? It's the same problem we were having last time with the bee. It's that these things are too bloody small. Bam! Problem fixed. Problem solved. I think. I hope that's the problem solved, because if not, I'm about to kill another pilot. Okay, how about this? I'm just thinking staging-wise. I'm going to move that up there, so that if something goes wrong, and I need to bail out, I can just hit the spacebar, hit stage, and bail out right away. However, if something does not go wrong, I can then sort the staging in flight. I think that's probably the wisest decision. Shall we take a stab at this then? Well, we give it a go. Oh, I'll be damned. Let's do it. Let's bloody do it. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna rock it so hard, Polly Pocket will not know what to do. This is going to be the most amazingly wonderful rocket Kerbalkind has ever seen. Let's make sure we've got the right crew, actually. Subel, are you willing to do this? Good. We're going to make you sign the paperwork first, and then we're going to put you in. So, If you crash the plane, it's not our fault. We're not saying it's your fault. We're just saying it's not our fault. Third time lucky, right? I don't care if we destroy the craft trying to save Subel. I just don't want her to die. That is the main goal going into this flight is don't kill Subel. I think that might be a bad indication of my piloting abilities. Okay, so first things first, we've got to like really get off the runway. Okay. Come on. Yes! Yes, it's working! It's working! It's working! It's working! It's working! The wasp is functional! The wasp is functional! Yes! Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh! I have the power! I have the power! Subel! Don't worry, Subel! Oh, don't you worry. I am so happy. I am so happy. Let's throttle down a wee bit. Oh my word, I am a happy chappy. We should be entering our zone sometime soon. At which point I'll go into a steep climb and then engage the engine. The rocket motor, the solid rocket motor. Designed to push us into the skies and achieve heights never before seen by Kerbal-kind. Come on, any moment now. There we go. Okay, let's go into our ascent. Ascent path, ascent path. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this actually. Don't want to stage ourselves out of the cockpit, that would be a bit bad. Okay, go into our climb, going into our climb. Okay. We're going into this climb now. The engine power is dropping off. We're going to engage the rocket motor when we hit 100 meters per second. We're going directly upwards. Okay. Here we go, we're engaging the rocket motor now. We're going to cut the engines. Okay, our solid rocket motor's almost out. We're definitely going to get up to speed. Oh, yes. Yes! Okay. Crew report. Haha! Oh! Oh, we get upper atmosphere science as well! Oh, I'm keeping that. Oh, this is a wonderful thing. Can we see our house from here? No, we can't. Oh, wait, no, we can. We're over there. That is amazing. Okay. Now, we're going to want to write this down carefully. Because if we don't, we could something could easily go wrong. Come on. Pull out of it. Pull out of it. Yes! Yes! Oh man, this is working. It's actually working, guys. I can't believe it. Oh, I'm so happy. In some ways I liked the old SAS because back in the old days, we used to have SAS that would like completely lock your ship in place. Like it would just lock on like it was holding on to some mystical magical thing that just like would never move, and then it would just shake about like mad. Like your ship would just shake about because it's constantly trying to hold on to that vector. And like if it goes off even by a second, it like thrusts, like it uses all of its force to go back to this one vector. So it's like it was really brilliant at holding a position, but it just shook your craft a lot. And it was really annoying when it came to like the shaking of your craft. But when it came to flying aircraft, it was and just kind of generally rockets in the atmosphere, it was brilliant because you could just press SAS and just like let go and you'd be fine. You know, you didn't have to worry about your nose dipping or anything. It was just like, as long as you had enough SAS power, you'd be fine. I suppose the same can be said for this, though. I think I might run out of fuel. I hope I don't run out of fuel. That would be embarrassing. Moreover, I hope I don't run out of fuel while I'm over these damn mountains. That would be even more horrific because I wouldn't have anywhere to land. One engine looks like it's enjoying its life. The other looks like it's doesn't have any life at all. 10 units. 10 units of liquid fuel. The end is in sight, but we've only got 10 units of liquid fuel. Oh, this is gonna be so close. This is gonna be as close as it gets. I'm gonna try and cut off at 1 unit, because I want to have some to actually glide in. I mean, I want to have some to actually get to the runway. So if I do that, because we'll have to spool down our engines, and that's going to use up some fuel as well. Now I think we can glide this in. I do. I really think we can glide this in. A unit of liquid fuel left. We have a single unit of liquid fuel left. Oh my. Let's see if we can't just like land over here on the runway. That would be kind of useful, wouldn't it? No need to roll onto it. Just land on the damn thing. YOLO Swaggins this bad boy. Come on, don't blow up. Yes, yes. Oh, didn't even need to eject. Oh. I'm happy. I'm happy right now. I'm happy. We did it. We did it. Guys, I think that is an amazing place to end an episode. Rather than ending on a sad note, I think we're gonna end with the successful testing of the Wasp. Valentina bravely gave her life for this. She tested the craft in its early stages and found its flaws, and it's because of her sacrifice that we're able to do this. And oh, did we do it. We found the flaws, we fixed the flaws. There are a few things we can tweak. I think I'm going to be moving some wings and doing a little bit extra jittering about. But man alive, if that wasn't awesome. I love that. I am happy. We can end the episode there. Oh. If you liked this episode, guys, feel free to give it a like. If you disliked it, you know what to do. Give me a little subscribe. Show me a little subscribe love. There's a button somewhere that you can press, hopefully. Unless YouTube has changed dramatically. No. Yeah. So, leave a comment below if you have something to add or suggest, or if I don't know, if you have something interesting to say. I'd love to see it. So, I think we're going to end that there. Have a great day, folks. Until next time. Bye-bye.